Alright guys, what we got here is one of 3 breedings. These are the triple het for V.c.i T plus, sharp strain albino and anerythristic, both with in some cases with hypo on it, some cases with Motley, some with both, some with none. But this has the Motley represented on the big mother and the hypo represented on the father. So hopefully, you know, when you're trying to hit the big prizes like that 1 in 128 I hit this last in the year 2018. Right now, guys, it's 2019. Unfortunately, that 1 in 128 had the big belly syndrome. People have been breeding boas long enough and have reproduced long enough, meaning a lot of litters, they know about the big belly syndrome. When they're born, they just have a large amount of yolk in their belly, and in some cases they don't ever digest it. And so that, fortunately, that little guy didn't make it, but it doesn't bother me at all because it gave us a glimpse of what is, you know, there. And I'm even more excited now about this project to see what the hell we can make in the future. So this is, like I said, one of 3 breedings we're doing this year to try and hit some of these outrageous odds, and really just from what we saw last year, even for a brief moment, there's some amazing stuff that we never ever would have guessed was hiding when we start adding all these genes and stripping away other aspects of it. So that 128 animal was a V.c.i T plus sharp strain albino anerythristic Motley, and it was basically purple, lavender, and pink. That was the color scheme on it. So, and who would have ever thought, oh, that would have been there by adding the anerythristic gene to it. So pretty darn impressive. And you might notice sheds and some poop and stuff like that. This is breeding season. We're not constantly in there cleaning the stuff up. Been doing this now. This is my 31st breeding season. Started in 1988, and we kind of know what works and doesn't work around here. And constantly being in with your animals, clean up every aspect during breeding season. Yeah, a lot of people have failed by doing that. Leave them the hell alone. They've been doing this for millions of years without our help. Make sure they're the right size, right maturity. Do a little temperature manipulation at the right time of the year. Put them together and leave them alone. As I tell my customers all the time, and they get it. I go, I've never read the memo about the little guy walking around for millions of years telling a pair of snakes they need to break up what they're doing because it's time for them to feed. I tell my customers all the time, my feeding for my breeding females is in the off season. I mean, they literally get a large rat 2 to 3 times a week throughout the entire summer. So when it comes to this time of the year, they're just prime and ready to go. So just a glimpse at the breedings we're doing for the triple het project here at the Boa basement. Thank you very much for watching. Hey everyone, Doug Matuzak, Boa basement. I'm my buddy John Rieger here from Pro Herps. Is that right?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Ain't Pro Exotics, they're not existed. We just went through my triple het litters. The true triple het litters, these animals are het 100% het for sharp strain albino, 100% het for V.c.i T plus albino, 100% het for anerythristic, as well as in some cases the parents either had hypo or Motley or both as well on them. So we're dealing with 3 recessives and 2 codominant genes in these breedings. And this year was the best year ever so far. But what we're showing you here to start off, because have never updated this guy, but what he is, he's a T plus, V.c.i T plus sharp strain albino combination. Years ago they claimed that it was attempted and it just was never gonna work. Well, I don't believe in what most people in the world of boa say anyways. That's why I'm where I'm at in this situation. I'm going to let John point out some of the highlights. When I will attach a video or a link to a video of this guy when he was a baby. The coloration changed, and there was a dramatic change to his eyes. And we're thinking that might happen with every combination with the V.p.i. T Plus and Sharp strain, which could be really interesting for combinations in the future. Go ahead, John. Point something out to him.
Well, first off, you can see the eyes of this snake. They're almost white. Now, they didn't start off white. They started off with a very pale red coloration, not like a sunglow, and turned white. Now, we kind of considered this to be a weird looking sharp sunglow at first, but you can also see the saddles, the big white dots on the saddles. It's not typical for my typical hypo boa, but his tail almost looks like a sunglow, but again, it is not.
Yeah, void of hypo.
So, we got lucky.
I did. I'm the one doing all the damn work down here.
I got lucky guessing what it was.
Yes, Don did help. We had a question mark on it for a while, for many, many months, and then one day it's like, this thing is definitely not just a strange looking sharp strain anymore. This is definitely what we thought it was, and that's the combination of both animals. And this was from 2 years ago, and we got a lot more examples from this season's offspring from the same triple head breedings to add to this now T plus sharp strain albino combination. I'm kicking around calling this the fusion of both T neg and T plus. And again, this was an animal that people claimed, and it was a big name back in the day that claimed. Hint, hint, she was involved in the V.p.i. project. Clay, oh no, it never worked. So, well, here it is. It worked. And this guy is hopefully going to be a breeder this upcoming season. We're going to start smashing some serious color into this. Try and make Sundream fusions and other stuff like that. So, but there's a 2-year-old now. We're going to get to showing you the 2018 babies. Alright guys, this is one of the 2018 babies from the Triple Het Project again, and we believe that this is a V.p.i. T plus sharp strain albino hypo, or fusion sunglow, or T plus sharp strain sunglow, whatever I'm going to end up calling these things down the road. So we're going to keep an eye on this one to, because it may or may not have the hypo in it, but, we're dealing with a bunch of world's firsts. So we have no idea what the myriad of different appearances one combination can come out and look like, but it's strange, and John will take it from here.
Yeah, this one has a very deep coloration, almost dark, so that's what's making us kind of question whether it's going to be a sunglow or just a double T-pos T-neg. But it's got a really nice stripe on the tail, which, happens a lot, especially with Orange Tail Hypos. So we're pretty sure that's what it's going to end up being. And who knows, it could be some other genes coming through as well, just showing off.
Yeah, right. I mean, it could be 100% head anery, as John had mentioned. I don't know. I mean, there's no signs that Motley should be in there, but who's to say the Motley didn't get destroyed? But
yeah.
Wait a minute, we have other animals to show them that the Motley does come through in this combination. So what am I saying? Yeah. So. Alright, here we are at the next example of a V.p.i. T plus sharp strain T neg combination. This one has the Motley on it. And I'm just going to let John take it from here and explain what we're looking at.
This one came out crazy different. Without seeing the tail, you'd almost think this would just be a sharp snow. Then you get down to the tail, a lot of orange colorations coming in, very pale, a lot like the first V.c.i sharp double recessive animal we've seen. Very light colored eye. Hopefully this one will color up a lot like the original male you saw at the beginning of the video.
I hope so, since we haven't even fed them their first meal yet. You know?
It's got a very good chance.
But you guys will see in a little bit what happens with one more gene added to this combination. Neat things start to happen. Not that this isn't neat already. Remember guys, all pure B.c.i here. Hey everyone, this is the next fusion boa, or V.c.i T plus T neg sharp strain combination. This one we believe is a V.c.i T plus sharp strain T neg Hypo Motley, or the T plus sharp Sunglow Motley, or a fusion Sunglow Motley. I haven't decided yet, but
yeah,
kind of liking that fusion thing, since again, these animals were never supposed to exist, according to some of the greatest minds in the world of boa breeding. Obviously, they didn't ask me.
You can really see the hypo coming out in this one. It's just big square saddles, nothing really connecting. Very long stripe on the tail. And again, that very pale coloration and very, very pale eye. This one should be a sweet one to watch grow.
I think they're all going to be sweet, since we're going to be watching an awful lot of them grow. Alright guys, and this is one of the things that I do this for. We know that this is at least the 1 in 128 shot. That means 1 out of every 128 babies would be this animal. And what this is a V.c.i T plus sharp strain albino Snow Motley. And there is a chance that the hypo gene could also be in this. We don't know. This is one of these situations where obviously this animal is going nowhere, except meaning staying right here, people. Not that it's not going anywhere. Hopefully it's going to make a lot of history itself in the future. So this is at least the 1 in 128, and who knows, when we breed it and there's hypo babies that can only come from this animal, then it jumps automatically to the 1 in 256, which is the pinnacle of what we can hit in this project.
Yeah, this one is super heavily patterned. It is just covered in purple. I mean, there is just little itty bit of the saddles where you can see white, pale white, almost lavender dots going down its back. But I mean, the whole side of this animal, it just drips color.
Never expected it, guys. This is what's so fun about putting purebred stuff like this together, is that, the reason people are stealing appearances from other species of boas and putting them in there, because they hung it up a long time ago. They thought, well, there's nothing left to do here, so we got to go steal this from the leopard boa, or we got to go to the blood, or we got to add this to Suriname, blah blah blah. No, I'm strictly and always have been 100% pure B.c.i Colombian boas, and this is just one of these things. John, I mean, you never expected this coloration.
I never thought. I mean, this is what everybody hoped.
I thought it was just going to be a real white-ass snake, to tell you the truth.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody hoped the original T plus Snow Motley had a color like this, but it just couldn't do it on its own. It needed sharp in there with it. And, clearly you can see the sharp obviously showing off in the eyes as well, being, very red eyes. Very red pupil, I should say, and the eyes are almost purple at this time, so we'll see what they are when they're growing up.
Right, if this is going to white out as well, like all the other T plus T negs combos that we've made, and if it don't, big deal. The body makes up for it. But
Yes.
boy, oh boy, what if this coloration stayed on it, and as it matured, it ends up with these glowing white eyes.
Yeah, I don't think you could go wrong with this animal.
No.
This is going to be a great one to see breed in the future.
Them and a lot more. Looks like I'll be selling some boas to get them the hell out of here to make room for all these things, man. Alright guys, that is it for the VPI T Plus Sharp Strain, possibly aka Fusion Boa, with the Anery, Orange Tail Hypo, and Motley all mixed in all of them, and all the crazy stuff. I mean, hey, if something like this doesn't get guys to start leaning more towards keeping it pure, because this is what it's all about.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, guys, you have to look at it this way. I know everything. We can't have everything instantaneously. The world of instant gratification is more of a big waste of time than anything, because a bunch of junk gets made. But I mean, if this ends up being just a fantastic animal, and who knows where the hell we could take it? What's going to happen when we put IMG into that?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Can we end up with almost a pure purple snake with white eyes as it's older? These are the sorts of things I've been spewing out for years, and most people, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I've proven more and more times that I know what the hell I'm talking about over most out there, because I don't have to go grab another appearance from another species to say, oh, look what I did. That's the easy road. I will always take the hard road, and this is very what do you say, rewarding. And this is a boy, so yeah, gee guys, just think, I grow this guy up, start breeding back to some of the triple het females, and really start punching these things out down the road. But man, it's still a long road, but hey, I ain't doing anything else for the rest of my life. Most people retire and get their hobby. I'm already getting paid to do my hobby. Alright guys, share this with your friends. Thank you, John.
You're welcome, brother.
And, we're going to put another video together of a completely different project, but you might see some similar colors going on. But you're not going to see any white eyes in that batch. So thanks for watching. Share it with your buddies. Talk to you later.